Coffee, that rich, aromatic brew that kickstarts our mornings and fuels our afternoons. It's the world's second most traded commodity, a global phenomenon that connects continents and cultures. But this ubiquitous beverage starts as a crimson fruit, a vibrant cherry bursting with potential. Yet its incredible journey from remote farms nestled in distant lands to your comforting cup is rarely considered. We often overlook the intricate path it takes. For many, coffee is simply a daily ritual, a familiar and simple pleasure that we take for granted. But behind each cup lies a complex global network, a web of interconnected processes and people. This network connects farmers who nurture the beans, traders who navigate the market, and consumers who savor the final product. Most of us never pause to think about the dedicated hands that cultivated our beans, the individuals who poured their labor into each harvest. We rarely consider the fertile land that nurtured them, the unique terroir that shaped their flavor. Ethical sourcing asks us to delve deeper, to consider the impact of our choices. Was this coffee produced fairly, with respect for the workers and their communities? Were farmers paid justly for their hard work, ensuring a sustainable livelihood? Was the land protected from harmful practices, preserving its health for future generations? Choosing between a cheap, conventional cup, often mass-produced and lacking transparency, and a pricier, ethically sourced one grown with care and consideration, is more than a matter of taste. It's a matter of values. The real question we must ask ourselves: does paying more for coffee truly make a tangible difference for the lives of the people who grow it and for the health of our planet? This is the ethical dilemma facing every conscientious coffee drinker, a challenge to align our consumption with our conscience. Conventional coffee is primarily driven by price, often overlooking the true costs associated with its production. The relentless pursuit of lower prices can have devastating consequences for farmers, communities, and the environment. In this system, farmers often get paid less than it actually costs them to grow the coffee beans. This creates a vicious cycle, trapping them in poverty and making it nearly impossible to improve their living conditions or invest in sustainable farming practices. They are left vulnerable and struggling to survive. To cut costs and maximize profits, safety and environmental standards are frequently ignored or compromised. This can lead to dangerous working conditions for farm laborers and significant harm to the surrounding ecosystems. The disregard for these crucial standards often results in hazardous work environments for the people involved and severely damaged ecosystems, impacting water quality, soil health, and biodiversity. Vast tracts of forests are cleared to make way for monoculture farms, which prioritize a single crop over the rich diversity of a natural forest ecosystem. This deforestation contributes to climate change and habitat loss. Furthermore, the heavy use of chemical fertilizers and pesticides can lead to chemical runoff, polluting vital water sources and harming aquatic life. This contamination poses risks to both human and environmental health. Ethical sourcing offers a fundamentally different path forward, one that prioritizes fairness, sustainability, and respect for both people and the planet. This approach ensures fair pay for farmers, providing them with a living wage and the opportunity to invest in their communities. It also guarantees safe working conditions, protecting the health and well-being of farm laborers. Ethical sourcing promotes sustainable farming practices that minimize environmental impact, conserve natural resources, and protect biodiversity for future generations. Certifications like Fair Trade play a crucial role in verifying ethical practices and ensuring that farmers receive a fair price for their coffee beans. Similarly, the Rainforest Alliance certification helps to promote sustainable agriculture and protect ecosystems, ensuring that coffee is grown in an environmentally responsible manner. These certifications guarantee minimum prices for coffee and actively promote community investment, empowering farmers and fostering sustainable development in coffee-growing regions. Shade-grown and organic methods are employed to protect forests and wildlife, creating a harmonious balance between coffee production and environmental conservation. This holistic approach recognizes the interconnectedness of people's well-being and the planet's health, fostering a more sustainable and equitable future for all. Choosing ethical coffee isn't just about enjoying a better cup of coffee with a richer flavor profile. It's about actively contributing to a better world, one where farmers are treated fairly, communities thrive, and ecosystems are protected. The choice is clear, and the power to make a difference lies in your hands. By choosing ethically sourced coffee, you actively support a system that values both people and nature, creating a more sustainable and equitable future for all involved. Ethically sourced coffee costs more, sometimes up to 40% extra, but much of that premium goes directly to farmers. It's not charity, it's a stable income that shields growers from market swings. Social premiums fund schools, clinics, and clean water, empowering communities to shape their own futures. For companies, ethical sourcing means building direct relationships and transparent supply chains, which also adds to the cost. The payoff? Farmers gain security, companies earn consumer trust, and communities thrive. The challenge: showing consumers that the higher price delivers real, lasting benefits. When you buy ethical coffee, you're investing in people, communities, and the environment. The impact is profound, even if it's not always visible in your cup. When big brands commit to ethical sourcing, it sends ripples throughout the entire global market. Their decisions have far-reaching consequences, influencing practices from the coffee farm to the consumer's cup. The whole industry feels the impact. Supply chains are re-evaluated and processing methods come under scrutiny. The pressure to adopt more responsible practices becomes almost unavoidable. Competitors are pressured to follow, recognizing that consumers are increasingly aware and concerned about the origins and ethics behind their daily brew. This collective shift is what makes fair labor and sustainability mainstream priorities. It's no longer a niche market but a growing expectation. Shade-grown coffee, for example, becomes more than just a farming technique. It gives farmers a reason to preserve forests, offering them an economic incentive to protect these vital ecosystems. This, in turn, is crucial for protecting wildlife and fighting climate change by maintaining biodiversity and carbon sinks. Your choice at the supermarket, seemingly small, can help save a rainforest thousands of miles away, supporting communities and preserving natural habitats. But certification, while valuable, can be costly, creating barriers for smaller farms. This sometimes ends up excluding the poorest farmers, the very people who need help most to improve their livelihoods and adopt sustainable practices. This creates a challenge, a complex one. We must ensure ethical coffee is accessible to all growers regardless of their size or resources, not just the privileged few who can afford certification. Still, despite these challenges, ethical sourcing is fundamentally shifting global trade patterns, moving away from exploitation towards partnership and respect, fostering more equitable relationships throughout the coffee supply chain. It's a slow revolution, a gradual but persistent transformation, but it's changing how we connect with the world through our coffee, one cup at a time, fostering a more sustainable and equitable future for all involved. Every cup of coffee is now a conscious choice, one that can ripple across the globe. When enough people choose ethical coffee, the industry must change, improving lives and protecting nature. Each purchase is a vote for fairness, sustainability, and dignity for farmers. Change is slow, but every cup counts. Our daily habits, multiplied by millions, can transform the world. Next time you brew, think of the journey of the hands, the land, and the impact. The power to make a difference is in your hands. Will your next cup help build a better world?